Novi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It has been a year, right? You
Yeah, it's
graduated
been a year.
here. You are now in Gojek.
Yep.
That is
I'm
very
in
interesting.
Gojek.
I didn't even imagine how somebody graduated from geodetic engineering would work in a place like Gojek. So for my generation, it's like, wow, it's different. How can you be there?
So I graduated in May, which is actually pretty fast for geodetic engineers. And I've reached out to Brigitte.
Yeah.
Brigitte was a student too, and she had connections there. She did her internship there, and I've asked her to refer me to someone there who works in my team, basically the team that I'm now in. So through Brigitte, I was referred to the team leader, the group leader there, and
Right.
that's how I got in. Yeah, I went through like several interviews, and yeah.
If I may ask, what makes you, you know, be there now?
I think it's because to be honest, it's pretty hard to find someone who has a background in mapping. Even if especially in Indonesia, like there wasn't that much geodetic engineers, people who actually really understand mapping from like from the very basic stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that one thing that is like one thing that stands out for me.
So basically now you're working in a division or whatever you call it in Gojek. What is it called, Navi?
My team is called cartography. Yeah, it's called cartography. It works in like the mapping area. Basically, like the mapping elements, say delivery points, and also like pickup points. We kind of work on that, and we want to see how, for example, how accurate our delivery points are. That's because having inaccurate delivery points, it could mess with the customer experience, and it's also like the driver experience. So that's one example. And yeah, pickup points like in malls, we want drivers, we want to like designate drivers to like the correct pickup points. And yeah, especially like in like huge malls like in Jakarta, it's like the malls are very complicated. There are like lots of gates, hoping that it could increase like customer and driver experiences.
Basically, you're working indoors only or in the field also, Navi?
Oh no, I'm working indoors. Right now I'm working in Medan. So after they set up like a working from home rules, I decided to just go back to Medan to be with my mom.
How's
Yeah.
business by the way, Novi? I mean, from your perspective, I mean, due to COVID-19.
I mean a lot of like business, local business, get affected. I think like it's not only for like tech companies. I mean like local businesses are also like affected by this, and yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. No one has ever predicted like something like this could happen in 2020, and yeah.
So does it affect the business of Gojek, like GoFood, all of those?
Well, yeah. We have like a PSBB regulations in Jakarta, Surabaya. Yeah, that definitely affects the business.
Okay, but you're still there, right? I mean, like the business is still
Yeah,
running.
yeah, the business is still running. Thank God. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky.
Okay,
It's pretty lucky.
so you plan to stay a little bit longer there, Nafi?
Yeah, I think right now I'm still learning. I'm still young. I've just been in Gojek for like a year, and yeah, so there's still a lot of things to learn, like hard skills, soft skills. So as long as I'm still learning, as there's still things to learn and stuff, I think I'm going to stay there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll need to talk to the viewers now a little bit. Jadi Novi yang saya lagi aja ngobrol ini dulu mahasiswa saya. Novi angkatan 2015 kan ya?
Ya, 2015 Pak.
2015, lulusnya cepat banget Novi, kurang dari 4 tahun. Lulusan tercepat dan terbaik di Fakultas Teknik. Terus habis itu Novi langsung kerja di Gojek, tadi Novi udah ada cerita juga. So that is the first place that you work in, right? and now you're still
Yeah,
there.
it's my first.
I think
Yeah, it's my first job.
as you said earlier, a lot of things to learn, right? I mean, for
Yeah,
you as a very young
yeah,
employee over
yeah.
there.
Because if I may add,
Mm.
usually like in our department in geodetic engineering department, we
Right.
usually work only on like we only focus on like the field, like the data acquisition thing. We go to fields, we measure the points, we basically map the whole area. But right now we're working on like at least I am working on like how do we use this data to give meaningful insight. Yeah, so that's the part where I'm still learning, like how should I use this data to create something meaningful, to give
Ah,
meaningful insights. Yeah. So yeah.
very interesting, Novi. I had a conversation yesterday, by the way, with one of our alumni also uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, about my age, a little bit younger. That is exactly what he said. Uh, he said that we were so far too busy in data acquisition, but we forget really, or didn't really touch that much on how to make this data meaningful or insightful for others who don't really understand geospatial data, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like a joke I always make when I met people on the street, for example, if I ask them, have you used or utilized geospatial data? I'm pretty sure that 90% would say, no, I don't even know what that is. But if I ask, do you order your food using Gojek or Grab food, whatever, they, like 90% of them would also say yes. So
Yeah.
they actually utilize geospatial data without even knowing it. How can
Yeah.
this is a challenge actually for us, right?
It's not a very familiar major for a lot of people. Yeah. And I think there's like pros and cons for that.
I mean, we cannot really blame anyone, right? But what I'm
Yeah.
doing, like what you do, is actually, it is actually our responsibility to make it, recognized, basically, right? Or noticeable.
Right. Yeah.
So, but basically, the little principle, I think, is that if you don't make yourself useful, and then people wouldn't recognize your existence. So, Novi, you did your undergraduate degree in geodetic engineering with all of those pelajaran, mata kuliah dan segala macam. How do you find that is useful or not really useful in your job at the moment? Tell me.
Yeah, so when I was still a student, I took a lot of like GIS classes, and that helped me a lot. Yeah, that basically helped me a lot because right now my work, at my job, it revolves around using like GIS softwares to give insights to the team. And yeah, but I was just thinking about this, like I think like these past few days, like I took a lot of other classes too that that was basically about like land surveying and GPS surveying, and yeah, but yeah, I didn't get to use the skills that I earned, or like the knowledge that I earned from those classes at my job now. So that's very unfortunate.
At least not directly, right? Yeah.
Yeah, not directly, but one thing that I actually used skills that I used in my job now, it's actually not the knowledge that I earned when I was in university. It was
Okay.
actually like soft skills that I developed over the years when I was a student. Like how do you manage a group project? How do you work together with different types of people? Basically as you know, in our department, we have like people from like all over Indonesia.
Right.
Have each has like a unique personality mindset. So
Right.
you have to like adapt. And yeah, as you know, I'm pretty lucky to have enrolled in our department, geodetic engineering, because we have a lot of like group projects. Like each semester we have like different projects to do to finish, and through those projects I get to learn a lot of like soft skills. And yeah, I think sometimes we overlook those soft skills. We put so much weight on like hard skills like surveying and stuff, even though those soft skills are also very important in my opinion. Yeah.
Wow, Novi, thank you very much for saying this. I mean, coming from someone your age, I mean, you're still young, I think it has a stronger meaning now to me. Because people keep saying it. People keep saying it. Soft skill is very important. Soft skill is very important. But I don't think, honestly, we do right about that in our education. I mean, not yet, at least. I mean, we really need to do better, right? In preparing basically your age, your generation, before you go into the to the real world, basically, right? So thank you very much for this very important note that soft skill is very important. It doesn't really matter how you gain it. I mean, like because in genetic engineering, for example, the hard skill is how to do the measurement, a survey, but to manage a friend in a group practicum, misalnya, that is actually soft skill, right? I mean, sometimes we pay too much attention on the accuracy of the measurement, all of this toleransi, whatever. Tapi gimana kita jadi satu tim yang baik ketika praktikum? Jangan itu sebenarnya juga sangat penting untuk dipelajari kan? Yang mungkin nanti akan justru berguna.
Communication skill is important. Like, it's not only like working with your team, but when you're doing a project and you're doing so well, all the methods are very accurate. Results are expected as you have expected. It's a good result. The only thing that matters is like how do you how do you explain your findings to other people who might not be in the same field as you. Who might not understand, what is accuracy, what is, how GPS works. That's one thing that is also important. And I also look up to you, actually, to be honest. I'm not saying this just to, but, I also look up to you because you always give like good presentations. And, when I was still a student, I always thought that, there's no use in like working so hard in like presentation. But now that I'm working in a company basically that has like a few people who actually understand mapping, understand map. It's very hard for me to actually explain, how what is this accuracy and stuff to those who don't understand. And I guess what I'm trying to say is like, don't overlook soft skills. Those skills are very important.
So it's like what I usually say, memahami sesuatu atau bisa melakukan sesuatu adalah satu hal. Tapi menjelaskan pemahaman kita itu kepada orang lain adalah hal yang lain, right? So understand something is something, but to explain what you understand to other people, especially if they are coming from these different fields, is something else, which can be a lot more challenging than to understand the matter itself, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you very much. Aku setuju banget karena memang bidang kita satu itu tadi kan kita sepakat tidak begitu populer. Jadi our effort to explain that needs to be a lot bigger than our effort to understand that particular matter, right?
Benar. Iya sih, itu salah satu struggle sih ketika saya bekerja gitu. Gimana, cara presentasi yang baik,